April 3rd, 2016. A Sunday morning. Police in Portland, Oregon receive a 911 call from a neighbor. Not screaming, not panicked, just confused. I saw a shadow, a hand, pressed against the glass. But the house has been empty for 6 months. The family moved out. So who's down there? Police arrived at 8:47 a.m. They searched the house, top to bottom, basement, attic, crawl space. They found nothing. No intruder, no evidence, no crime. They filed a report, closed the case, called it a misunderstanding. But here's what they missed. 2 weeks later, a construction crew tore down that house to build condos, and what they found in the walls forced the police to reopen an investigation that had been dead for 7 years. This case was closed, but it doesn't add up. To understand why this case was closed too soon, you have to go back, way back, to 2009. The house on Cedar Street belonged to the Holloway family. David Holloway, 47, high school principal, respected, quiet. His wife, Margaret, 45, elementary school teacher. They had one daughter, Emily, who left for college in 2008.
In October 2009, David Holloway reported his wife missing. He said she left for a morning walk on October 17th. She never came back. She's been depressed. Her mother passed away recently. I think she just needed air, needed space. Detective Alina Vasquez was assigned the case. 15 years of experience. Sharp, patient. She interviewed David 3 times. Each time, his story shifted. First, Margaret left at 7 a.m., then 6 a.m., then before sunrise. Vasquez requested phone records, bank statements, computer hard drives. David Holloway refused. He said it was an invasion of privacy. He hired a lawyer on day 5. Without a body, without a crime scene, without any evidence of foul play, the case went cold. For 6 months, Detective Vasquez worked the case. She interviewed 47 neighbors. She walked every trail, every park, every wooded area within 5 miles of the Holloway home. Nothing. Margaret Holloway didn't have a car. She didn't have a credit card. She didn't take her phone. She just vanished. In 15 years, I've never seen a cleaner disappearance. That's what bothered me. It was too clean. In April 2010, the Portland Police Department suspended the investigation. Margaret Holloway was listed as voluntarily missing.
The case file was stamped closed, insufficient evidence. David Holloway sold the house on Cedar Street in June 2010. He moved to a smaller apartment across town. He told friends he was starting over. And for 6 years, the case sat in a box. No one looked at it, no one asked questions, until the hand in the basement window. Let's go back to April 2016, the 911 call, the shadow in the basement, the police search that found nothing. When officers cleared that house, they opened closets, they looked under beds, they checked the attic, but they did not open the walls. 2 weeks later, the demolition crew arrived. Day 1 was interior demolition, gutting the house. And when a worker named Carlos Mendez swung a sledgehammer into the wall of the master bedroom closet, he stopped. I hit something solid, not wood, not metal. Something wrapped in plastic. Behind the drywall of the master bedroom closet, they found Margaret Holloway. She had been there for 7 years. 7 years, while David Holloway sold the house, while police closed the case, while new families toured the property. She was there, in the walls, hidden in plain sight. The medical examiner's report revealed cause of death: blunt force trauma to the skull, 3 strikes, a heavy, flat object, and time of death: October 17th, 2009.
the morning Margaret went for a walk.
Detective Vasquez was called back from retirement. She reopened the case within 24 hours. I knew it. I knew he was lying. But without a body, my hands were tied. Now we had a body. Now we had evidence. Now we had a crime scene. Here's where it stops adding up. The 2016 police search, the officers who cleared the house, they missed a body hidden in a wall that had no fresh drywall, no new paint, no signs of recent construction. How do you miss a body in a wall? How do you not hear the smell? How do you not see the faint outline of a patch job? The internal investigation later revealed that the officers spent less than 8 minutes in the master bedroom. 8 minutes. For a house that had been empty for 6 months. For a 911 call about a shadow in the basement. They were looking for a living intruder, not a dead body. They weren't trained to look for what was hidden. They were trained to look for what was moving. David Holloway was arrested on April 22nd, 2016. He was living in an apartment 12 miles away, working as a substitute teacher, dating a woman he met at a grief support group. During interrogation, he didn't confess. He didn't cry. He asked for a lawyer. But the evidence was overwhelming. His DNA on the plastic wrap, his fingerprints on the drywall patch, and the murder weapon found in his storage unit, a cast iron skillet, the same skillet missing from the Holloway kitchen inventory.
But here's the twist that makes this case unforgettable. The 911 call in 2016, the neighbor who saw the hand in the basement window, that neighbor was David Holloway's sister. I didn't know it was her. I saw something. I felt something. I thought someone was breaking in. I swear to God, I didn't know. She had visited the house twice after David moved out. She said she felt watched. She said the basement light turned on by itself. She called the police because she was scared of a stranger. She was scared of her brother's secret, and she never knew it. David Holloway went to trial in January 2017. The jury deliberated for 4 hours. Verdict: guilty of second-degree murder. He was sentenced to 25 years to life. He will be eligible for parole in 2042. He will be 80 years old. At sentencing, Margaret Holloway's sister read a statement. "You buried her in a wall. You buried her like trash, and then you closed the door. But the wall didn't hold. The truth always finds a crack." The Portland Police Department issued a formal apology to the Holloway family. They changed their search protocol for vacant homes. Officers now receive training on hidden compartment detection. They carry flashlights. They check walls for inconsistencies. But the question remains. The question that haunts this case. If that demolition crew had arrived 1 week later, the condos would have been built. The wall would have been destroyed. The evidence would have been scattered. And David Holloway might have died a free man.
This case was closed, but it didn't add up. And thank God someone kept watching the house. If you or someone you know is in an unsafe domestic situation, please reach out to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. The number is on your screen. I'm your host. Thank you for listening. And remember, closed doesn't mean correct. Sometimes it just means nobody looked hard enough.